In the last video, I created this physically based light source using a photometric web. That means that the light source is referencing a web file right here with a .ies extension. Just to show you what's in that file, I'll go to a text editor, and here's the file. It just has lots of numbers, and these were created by the lighting manufacturer. In fact, this one doesn't come from a specific manufacturer. It's more generic, but it represents a typical wall washer with 75 watt intensity. The intensity is controlled by the IES file, as is the hot spot and fall off and decay. So one of the nice things about this is that I don't have to worry about any of those parameters. I just need to reference the correct IES file for the light source, and all of those complexities are managed for me. Notice that in the intensity area here that there are different radio buttons. This is lumens, so this light has 1200 lumens. Notice that that is not alterable. It's grayed out. If you prefer to use candelas, you can see that is about 500 candelas. One candela is the light that is emitted from a single wax candle, by the way. Alternatively, you can look at that as lux at a distance. It's 500 lux at about 3 1/3 feet. The multiplier can be on or off, and when it is on, it can be used to brighten or dim the light beyond these physically based parameters. Just be aware that if you do alter the multiplier, you're sort of breaking the rules, because you're doing something that that actual light source wouldn't really do in the real world. You can also set the color of the light source here, or by choosing it from this list. For example, let's say this is a mercury light source. That will give it a greenish tinge to it. You can set that as a color temperature here if you prefer. And that will also alter the color for you. So if you know, this requires that you know something about the light fixture. A halogen light will have a warmer hue as compared to a mercury light. The advantage of using these photometric lights is that they are physically based, they can create an accurate lighting simulation, and there is less overhead for the user to try to control the light. However, there is less flexibility as well in terms of attenuating the light or creating special effects with the light. So I recommend only using photometric lights when you plan to make a radiosity rendering or perhaps a mental ray rendering.